What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. Okay, I wasn't expecting to do this because I think nobody was expecting it to come out. I got a couple messages from you guys, and I got a text from one of my friends that was telling me that Billboard just dropped an unannounced interview with YoungBoy. So this just came out 4 hours ago. I was at work when I got the notifications. So I wasn't able to do it right away, but I just got home. I just ate some food. My wife's taking care of the baby, our baby, the baby, taking care of our son so that I can do this real quick. So I appreciate that. But let's get straight into it. Actually, just real quick, just a reminder, because I get a lot of comments. Two things. Spamming the same comment over and over will not get me to react to the video faster. It's just part of the process. Like, I've already dropped like over 30 YoungBoy videos in less than 4 weeks. That's a lot, right? So I'm doing a lot. It's just I can't get to everything right away. So be patient. If you put a comment in, I promise you it's on my list, and I promise you I'm going to get to every single one of those recommendations. Number two, I just was checking the poll. I think we're currently at, well, maybe we can see it here. Yeah. So we're at 125 votes. Valuable Pain has 54% of the votes. Solar Eclipse has 21%. And Diamond Teeth Samurai has 26%. Funny enough, a lot of the comments, though, talk about Solar Eclipse. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to record... Here's what we do. I'm gonna give you guys an extra video. I was planning on putting out 3 YoungBoy videos on Friday. We're gonna put out 4. So I'm gonna do, as I mentioned, Dirty Iana I've already done, Windows I've already done. We'll do Valuable Pain and Solar Eclipse, and then we'll save Diamond Teeth Samurai. I'll do this one on Monday, so it'll come out right on Monday. Hopefully that's cool with you guys. But right now we're here for the interview. I already wasted a lot of time on the intro. Let's get straight into it.
I do want to feel positive about myself though one day. Like, alright, you did it.
Now stay strong.
Nothing's wrong with you. You okay to walk this earth. You're not a bad person. You're not someone who's fucking it up.
Nah, bust brains.
I'm just curious on the man that I'm gonna become.
Yo, this is really deep and like a very, I don't know, I just hope he's okay. This is like a very down tone from him. It sounds like he's being very hard on himself. Like his view of himself is very harsh. Just on like some of the, like reading into some of what he's saying here. Especially at the end there.
Curious on the man that I'm gonna become.
Curious about the man I'm gonna become. Yeah, okay. Utah. He's on house arrest here, right?
I think I grew out of liking music, like the love for it. But it's like, it's therapy. It's the only way I can express myself. And as I sit down behind the mic and just let things flow out of my mouth.
Guys, is it just me or his voice sounds really shaky? Okay. Again, hopefully he's okay. His voice just sounds really shaky to me.
Liking music, like the love for it. But it's like, it's therapy. It's the only way I can express myself. And as I sit down behind the mic and just let things flow out of my mouth, I feel relieved. Man, I was flooded with millions of dollars from the time I was 16 all the way to this point in my life. And I woke up one morning and I was like, damn, they got me. Man, look at the shit I spoke about. Look at the shit I put in these people's ears. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I look at this shit. Damn, 16 all the way to this point in my life. And I woke up one morning and I was like, damn, they got me. Man, look at the shit I spoke about. Look at the shit I put in these people's ears. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I actually am responsible for when it comes to my music. How many kids and people have gotten in the car or put this shit in their ears and actually went hurt someone. And now I'm sitting back like, damn, I can't do it all in one day, but I promise to.
Yo, I don't know, guys. I'm having a hard time. Like, he just sounds like he sounds like he's in a lot of pain. He sounds like he's hurting. He sounds like he's being really, really hard and harsh on himself. And maybe some of that is necessary to grow out of what the past was. But I don't know. This is tough. This is tough to listen to. His, like, the shakiness in his voice, and even that part where it showed him talking, he was shaking a little bit. You can tell he's like fighting really strong emotions here. Wow.
Kids and people have gotten in the car or put this shit in their ears and actually went hurt someone. And now I'm sitting back like, damn, I can't do it all in one day, but I promise to clean whatever I can clean. But it's gonna take time.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stop it real quick. Wow, look at this number. 10 billion times. Let me just say this. I said this before. Listen, I think there's very few times that you say that somebody doesn't deserve a second chance if they show you sincerity and genuineness in their want to correct something and their want to change. And I mean, like, I felt it in his music. I felt it when I listened to some of those songs. This Not a Song, This For My Supporters. That has to be near the top of my favorite songs from him. But when I heard that, and when he was telling his fans to lean on him to make it through whatever they were going through, I felt like he wants to be different. And then the way that he's talking here and his voice is so shaky, like you really feel the sincerity. Wow.
I actually want to get rid of all of these cars. I can't drive any of them. I think I'd rather just fill my garage with antique cars until I do get a little freedom where I could double back and purchase some of these where I could have my fun in.
It's interesting because, like, he seems like that part right there, he's talking like a little more, like, I say lightheartedly. He's just talking about how he's basically in jail in his house, at least he's in his home and not in an actual prison facility, but he can't leave. And he's talking about like pointlessness of having these cars. His voice still sounds pretty shaky to me. It's interesting.
I think I'd rather just fill my garage with antique cars until I do get a little freedom where I could double back and purchase some of these where I could have my fun in. And that's my accountant, Miss Quintina, making sure I handle the money I was blessed with properly.
I can feel when he needs me to be that.
Sorry.
And so that accounting hat, I take it off when he needs me to be human, when he needs somebody to talk to, whatever. That accounting hat, I take it off when he needs me to be human, when he needs somebody to talk to, whatever he needs me to be, that's what I am for him.
That's good. You gotta have good people around you.
Well, my grandmother was my everything. That was my protection, my comfort. This is my angel, my protector. So as she died, I seen like just this very big difference inside everything.
Like, he got a big heart. Like, he love people. Like, if he love you, he loves you.
Father figure, right?
You know what I mean?
He's co-CEO. That's dope. I'm gonna pull it back. Is that what it said? Co-CEO. That's dope.
Love you. You know what I mean?
One of his good friends brought him over to me, and after one session, he was just like, "Man, he doesn't really mess with nobody, but he like you." He like, "I don't know what that is." So it was just kind of natural, like just our chemistry and our bond just kept growing and kept growing. And I consider him a brother.
I I'm not famous. I don't think about it. I just have a lot of people that know me, I guess. I'm terrified of people. I am very scared of people. Like on my kids. I am terrified of people. And I am very shy. But I never knew why once I walk on the stage, I could get it done and leave. But I'm terrified of people.
Yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy for him to open up and talk about that. But like, it's interesting. Like, this would not be the first case of somebody who has immense introvert tendencies, immense like just fear of interaction with people or just people in general, and just want to kind of, you know, shell away from people. But there's a thing that they're so good at. When they do that thing, they're a superhero. They're someone different, right?
And I'm very shy. But I never knew why once I walk on the stage, I could get it done and leave. But I'm terrified of people. People are cruel. It's like you can't control ourselves. So you never know what someone will do you.
Always,
You know what's crazy to me about it too, though? Like, hearing him say this and having heard some of his like aggressive music, violent music, it's crazy because you understand that some of it to an extent comes from a place of fear, right? You're afraid what somebody else is going to do to you, so if you do it to them first, they can't hurt you. That's what I got from that part, because for him to talk about it like this, like, this can't be a new thing. He must have always felt this way. But he did the things that he was doing, and he was able to talk about it in his music because it made him feel safer, I guess, or more powerful or whatever. It made him feel like he was regaining some control, right?
always, knew what he was doing and what he had going on and his music and his buzz, and was impressed with what he achieved being from where we're from. And I mean, they are some of the hardest working people in the music business. I think his legacy will be himself. He's not going to be compared to anybody. He's setting the tone and standing out by his work ethic.
I always wanted to be a rapper.
Listen, I know a lot of music. I don't know anybody who's put out as much music as this guy in such a short amount of time. I can say that with confidence.
And standing out by his work ethic.
I always wanted to be a rapper. This was always my dream. I never had a plan B. This is what I was set on becoming. That's what it was. You can't be on top forever.
Wait, sorry to pause this, just because they were doing that scenic shot. I had a question. I don't know if you guys answered this or not. How does he end up in house arrest in Utah? How did that happen? Okay, let me know.
You can't be on top forever.
It's true.
There's always to be another artist. But there'll never be another young boy. I will not be provoked. I will not be broken. And I'm not going back to where I used to be.
That's dope. I love that.
Accept it or not, I ain't going
I want to
back.
hear that part one more time. That was powerful.
Boy, I will not be provoked. I will not be broken. And I'm not going back to where I used to be. Accept it or not, I ain't going back. I only get more groovy from here.
Okay.
The day I walk out this door, it's gonna be a whole lot of doing.
Only Drake and Taylor Swift stream more. Wow, that's crazy. Yo, that was awesome. What I wanted to say at the end there is like, I hope fans, and I think I can include myself in this now because, especially specific parts of his catalog, I have grown to really, really like. As I've told you guys before, I think the stuff that's like overly violent and stuff, I think maybe if it was like 15 years ago and I was listening to it, I would be a lot more down and I would like it more. But just today and where I am in my life today, it's just not like any artist, not just him, any artist doing that type. Like Eminem's one of my favorites, and if he does a song now that's a little more violent, I'm kind of like, like, okay, like it's good, it's dope. He's skilled. He's sounds good, whatever. But I just don't connect to it in that way. But there's certain parts of his catalog which I think I love. It's so good. He's so vulnerable. He's so talented. So myself included, all of us fans, I hope that we support him because he sounds like he's going through just a rough time making this transition. Not just making the transition. I think he's resolved that he's going to transition to this. He said he won't be broken. He's not going to go back to the way it was. But I think he's having a hard time living with who he thinks he was, right? Like that part seems like it really bothers him and he wants to undo some of what's happened. And he's absolutely right. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be a single hashtag of stop the violence. It's not going to be one song or one album. It takes time. It takes time. But time does magical things. So keep it up, man. I'm proud of him. I hope you guys are proud of him too. If you guys are here, wow, this ended up being really long. I was like, it's 6 minutes. I'll probably be done in like 12 minutes. I probably talked way too much, but hopefully you guys agreed with some of what I was saying. Yeah, I just hope he's doing okay. I'm looking forward to more music from him. If you are still here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.